What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
You know, I wanted to go in an industry that had a lot of white space, where there was not a lot of competitors. So I got into the RV business, which was shocking to my family because they were like, you're not an RVer. But I got into it because I knew that the consolidation opportunity was really clear, and the ability to get into places that were unregulated made it really easy. So 20 years ago, it was zero, and today it's a $7 billion business.
What was the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
The most amount of money the company ever made was $980 million.
$900 million.
In profit.
In profit?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is pretty good, but that doesn't always happen. And I think the key to that is understanding that you're going to have good times and bad times. You got to find the middle and be comfortable with it.
How important was it for you to master delegation? A lot of entrepreneurs, they want to be that solopreneur and wear all the hats themselves. How important was it for you building teams and bringing the right people in?
Delegation's important, but what was more important to me was surrounding myself with people that were smarter than me and that had the willingness to say no to me and had the willingness to tell me when I was wrong and challenge me. And I think as people build teams, I oftentimes see a lot of business owners that want to build, hire people that are maybe not as smart as them. Instead, hire people that are wicked smart, that make you look stupid, because you're going to end up being the smartest person in the room for hiring them.
1 in 4 millionaires are living paycheck to paycheck. From your perspective, what keeps people broke in today's world?
Wanting to be flashier than they should, thinking that perception of what they look like is more important than who they are. And I think oftentimes what kind of car I drive and the house that I live in. What's Warren Buffett drive? Do you know?
Not a supercar. A Honda or...
He drives an old beater. He lives in the same house. You want to know why? Because he realizes that's not where the substance is. That doesn't mean that you can't have nice things, but there's a balance between being substantive and flashy. And I think too often people are too willing to do this. But I will tell you that every single person is one decision away from losing it all. But if you don't go up here and you stay here, if you lose it, it's not a big deal. You're like, I don't care, I'll just live in a studio apartment again. Sometimes people put material things around them because they think it makes them look better or stronger or more powerful. Have the confidence that you are just as smart as everybody else, and don't let age be a barrier to you getting a seat at the table. Too oftentimes, big executives think that if you're young, you don't know what you're doing, you don't have enough experience. Prove to them by having the right information, doing the right research, outworking them every single day, and never be entitled to anything. Tell people that you're willing to work for it. And if other people in the room are not willing to work, you push them aside and you show up first and you leave last.